What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler, and today I just got a brand new package in from New Balance, and it's actually Kawhi Leonard's latest basketball sneaker. So let's dive into it. First of all, huge thank you to New Balance for sending this package over. I really appreciate it. Honestly, this year, and this is not just because they sent me a pair of sneakers, this is genuinely my thoughts, but I really feel like New Balance is killing it. They've been dropping sneakers like the 997 Bodegas, which are insane, and I actually just bought a pair off GOAT. Super stoked to rock those every day. And then, of course, the Omnis from Kawhi Leonard, which so far have almost entirely sold out. So I somehow was able to get through on the first pair of Omnis that dropped earlier this year, and I was really excited about that sneaker. It's a great looking shoe, the colorway was awesome, and also at the time, Kawhi Leonard was killing it. I mean, it sucks that he knocked out the Sixers, but to be fair, if anyone did it, I'm glad it's Kawhi. Genuinely one of the most fun basketball players to watch out there. He's a machine. It's kind of scary, and I think he could be one of the best players of all time. We'll just see how it goes. We'll see what he continues to do, but I mean, he's already a Finals MVP in the East and the West. It's kind of crazy to see. But as you probably already guessed, this is his first signature basketball sneaker, the New Balance Omnis, and I've got to say, for a company that's just getting back into basketball, this is one of the strongest first basketball sneakers I've seen in a long time. It might not be the most technologically advanced sneaker in the world, but it plays really well and it's a great looking shoe. And for me, as someone who only plays occasionally, looks are really the most important thing. And I know that's not, the best way to go about looking at a performance sneaker, but I'm just being honest. Oh, and before I forget, if you're a fan of my unboxings and you want to see me unbox things besides sneakers, make sure to check out my unboxing channel, which is linked in the description below, which ironically enough, I will be doing a sneaker giveaway on, so make sure to subscribe. But before we actually dive into the sneaker itself, let's take a quick look at the box, which is minimal, but really clean looking. On the top of this all matte white box, you've got the New Balance basketball logo printed in black. On the side, you've got the "We've Got Now" text, which I believe incorporates the New Balance N logo, and that's why it looks like it's distorted. The other side says "Game speaks for itself," and that's pretty much it. There's no size tag on this pair, presumably because it's probably a promo pair. I have not actually seen this sneaker in person yet. I've seen images online, and I just pulled it out of the box, so I'm really excited to see it in hand, because that always kind of changes things when you see it for the first time in hand. So here we go. On the inside of the box, you've got "Fearless, made for the independent, made for the ones who play by... rewrite the rules," is what it says. Oh, actually, what's that? Oh, this is their new authentication system. So inside the lid of the box, you actually have this new card, which I believe has a chip in it, like an RFID chip, or maybe just a code on the back that you scan. But it says, "Prove authenticity right to the blockchain. Scan the QR code with your smartphone camera or go to newbalance.iohkio for instructions on how to use this card to authenticate your New Balance shoes on the blockchain." It's actually really interesting to see how New Balance is tackling this problem of authenticity and stopping fakes. I think it's a really cool way to go. I've never seen anyone do anything like this before, so I'm excited to see how this actually ends up working in the future. Because you never really know how well something is going to work until it's actually out there in the market for a bunch of different people to try. So we'll see what happens. But now to the shoes themselves. Here we go. They actually look really nice. So these are the New Balance Omnis in the white and gold colorway with this really cool sort of like seawater blue translucent outsole. I dig these a lot. I would actually wear these casually. I might actually rock these today now that I've got the video out of the way. Ooh. So this colorway releases on October 23rd for $140, and like I said, all the previous colorways have sold out so far, so if you've missed out on a pair, this is a pair to go for. And to be honest, other than the blue, black, and gold pair, the original colorway that dropped back in May or April, I think this is my favorite. I think this is really, really clean. This would actually go with those brand new Los Angeles Clippers jerseys, the black and white ones, which are awesome. I'm so jealous. I wish Philly had something like that. I mean, our jerseys are sick too, but those ones are fire. Let me pull out this paper inside the shoe. There we go. This is genuinely just a nice looking shoe. This is something that I actually would wear casually. I definitely wouldn't wear all of the Omni colorways casually, but this one in particular, because it's super clean, it's got a nice hit of gold, this nice translucent blue outsole. It's easy to rock. So if you missed out on my first video unboxing the first colorway of the Omnis, let's go over some of the tech specs just to fill you guys in. The upper of the shoe is made up of a pretty structured textile mesh, which does give you some nice stability while also not feeling like you're too constrained in the sneaker. It's also got this pretty cool sort of woven dot pattern on the toe, which you can't really see that well in this colorway, but you can see it on other colorways where it's two different colors. Moving up on the shoe, you've got what look like claws wrapping around the side of the sneaker, the Kawhi Leonard claw, and that's probably one of my favorite details on the sneaker, because not not only does it look cool, but it also functions as the lace eyelids. And I said this in the original video, but I thought this detail was actually plastic online, but when I first got it in, I realized that it's actually synthetic leather, so it's a lot more soft and flexible than I expected. It's honestly just a cool use of materials, and it's probably good for them because they don't have to create new plastic molds for just a small detail. Underneath the laces, you've got this really stretchy knit material, which is actually attached to the rest of the upper, so technically it's a one-piece booty construction, but it doesn't really function that way because this material is so much softer than the rest of the upper. Wrapping around the midfoot of the shoe, you've got this white strap, which actually feels like an elastic strap. It just kind of rests on the top of the shoe. It doesn't seem to do too much, and it actually wraps all the way around the bottom of the sneaker and runs between the midsole and the outsole, which I think is a really cool detail. Of course, at the top of the tongue, you've got the New Balance basketball tag with the basketball logo and the Omnis logo underneath it. The inside of the shoe is pretty much exactly what you would expect, a white sock liner with a gray insole. And then moving to fit, these shoes do seem to fit a tad bit long, so if you don't like a longer fit, maybe go down half a size, but otherwise, I didn't mind the fit too much. However, if you do have the chance to try the shoe on first before you buy it, make sure to do that to make sure you're grabbing the right size for you. Around the back of the shoe, you've got this matte gold or sort of tan leather detail, which really accents the white color nicely. I think it was a nice touch. Of course, you've got the white New Balance logo smack dab in the middle, which actually looks pretty nice. And then moving down on the shoe, you've got the white fuel cell foam midsole, which is somewhat stiff underfoot, but if you like court feel, it's a great midsole. I actually do like the sculpting of the midsole a lot. I feel like whoever modeled this did a great job. Then rounding off the sneaker, you've got this translucent blue herringbone outsole with the New Balance logo in white, and through the semi-translucent outsole, you can sort of see the Kawhi claw logo printed on presumably the bottom of the midsole. I genuinely feel like New Balance knocked it out of the park with this shoe. It might not be the best performance basketball sneaker in the world. It's definitely not bad. It's a great on-court performer, but for what they were trying to do, which was break back into the basketball sneaker market and really make a name for themselves in that space, I think they nailed it. Plus, they were able to sell out like the first 4 colorways of this shoe, which I never would have expected from New Balance. I think they did a great job marketing this shoe. They picked an excellent athlete and they created a sneaker that looks good. But now I would love to know your thoughts on the New Balance Omnis and Kawhi Leonard and whether you're planning to grab a pair of these when they drop on October 23rd. So let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, huge thank you to New Balance for sending over this pair of sneakers early. It's much appreciated. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.